is up, everybody? How's it going? GoreAphobe here before the horror of it. Just waiting for Sean. Seen him here a minute ago. I think he's dealing with some technical issues. He should be here by any minute, though. Let's see, let's go over here in the comments. What's going on, Ninja? How's it going, man? Well, pretty good, man. Just some technical issues, like like we have. But tonight will be humongous, man. I am jacked about it. Ooh, looks like we have Sean right now. Just a minute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are.
All right. I
What's
think
up, man?
the system sound on my phone was like all the way down.
Yeah,
But I got to get
that's
my
cool, man.
lights set up here.
That's cool.
Trying to share this out.
I, s-
Oh,
I just went ahead and went live and said, hey, he'll be here in a minute.
yeah, I just had to look at my settings real quick and see what the hell the problem was.
Yeah, I figured. Just like I was saying on there, just those troubles like we have. I've had so many, like, I forgot to charge my phone, but luckily I got my fiance's quick charger here, so hopefully it won't kill me. The times that I went dead during a stream, that was the problem. I forgot to charge it, and the charger for some reason, the charger that I have, sometimes it'll go the opposite. It'll drain it rather than charge it. So I just borrowed my fiance.
Gotcha.
Oh, let's see. What's up, Ninja? Hey, what's up, Trench? Hey, man, how's it going? Hey, Austin.
Trying to
What's
get
going
the
on,
link
everybody?
for the movie real quick.
What's up, Pat Mister? What's going on?
Shit.
Hello. What is going on? Oh, oh man. Like I said, I did this one once about I don't know shit last fall,
What, the last
and
time you watched Humongous?
yeah, that was the last time. Was when the last time I seen it was when I did it, and what I did was is on that particular watch is I had like an open watch thing where I put the link in there and just somebody would join me. It's back when I used to do that. And Trench and Nanette joined me that night,
Okay.
and that's the first time that they'd ever seen it. Trench ended up enjoying it. I don't know about Nanette. She never really said.
Yeah, I can't. I think I might have watched this maybe a year ago.
Is that the only time you ever seen it?
No, I've seen this
Okay.
maybe 4 or 5 times,
Okay.
something like that. Like I have the DVD, so. But I first seen it on YouTube. Was the first time I seen it, and it was like the
Dark.
really rough copy. It was really hard to get through because of the quality.
Yeah.
But once I finally saw it on DVD and I had more clarity, like I could actually, get into the movie more.
Yeah. That the one on YouTube I do believe is a VHS rip, and I used to have VHS, man. It is dark. The part in the house there where they're kind of fighting with him there, out by the front door by the stairway.
Yeah.
You couldn't even tell what the hell was going on during that part.
Right. And then like you could see in like some scenes that are supposed to be like night scenes, they were kind of filmed when like the sun was starting to set.
Right.
And then there's some scenes where it's filmed at night and it's like, oh, did you guys forget to bring the lights or what? Like
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't know. If you can like if anyone can get past that those small minor flaws about it, like the quality, the actual quality of like the filmmaking itself, it's a decent movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Scorpion Blu-ray that I have, which hopefully the Look movie or whatever has ripped it off of. Hopefully that's if that's the cut they have, then you'll be able to see it a lot better because the Blu-ray I have you can see much better.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, that's. I mean, I like that Blu-ray sold out so damn fast. I think there was like what, like 3 or 5 thousand copies or something. That sold out in like I think like 6 months. That shit was gone, dude.
I think it was like 1,500, 1,500 or
1,500.
2,000.
Ah, then it must have been. It probably went in like 3 months. And
Yeah, I got lucky. I have one. I didn't catch it when it was on pre-order, but I did catch someone who on eBay that was looking to get some money really fast, and they cut me a hell of a deal on it.
yeah, I remember like one of the main reasons. Like I remember when the pre-order was up, and I just literally had no money at the time for it. That's the reason why I wasn't able to really get it. And I was like, well, I'm okay with the DVD at least.
Yeah, the DVD is not bad. It's that VHS that's so dark, man.
Yeah,
Glad to
it
see
does
you
the
here.
job.
Always glad to see you guys, man. Much fun. Um, I had a great time last night, man. Oh man, I was on another level, man. I ain't shut the whole time. I had a great time with Chainsaw Massacre. That's just one of those movies, and this is another one of those for me. So back to back here, I'm getting two of my favorite films on the planet. So
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like the type of movie like I could watch that almost any time of year. Like I could watch it one day and then the next day, but I usually don't do that. But I could watch it. That's how like easy it's. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is such an easy movie to watch as a horror fan.
yeah, oh yeah. But like I was saying, I would have no problem with making Monday nights Texas Chainsaw Massacre watch night. You know, I mean, like it wouldn't upset me at all.
Yeah, that's why when you mentioned about doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake in the beginning or whatever, like I'm into it because like I haven't watched those in quite a while, so I'm definitely down to revisit those movies.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do Chainsaw Massacre 2 this coming Monday, and then after that I'll do the beginning and the remake.
Yeah, I'll more than likely be there for that. So
Thank you as always. Yep, yep. Hopefully this cut here has the little well less dark one to see. I'll put it that way. Uh,
I don't know because like when you click on it and you hit play, it shows like the VHS artwork and then it starts playing. But I mean, I don't know. To me, it kind of looks like the DVD. It might be the transfer of the DVD. I don't know.
yeah,
But
because
I'm
yeah,
getting a link right now.
here's the DVD that you have, and then
Yeah.
here's the Blu-ray, but it's the same artwork underneath. So
Okay.
does it say on on that particular artwork? It doesn't have to say uncut, does it?
I think it does actually. Where is it? Yeah, it does.
Then that's the DVD.
You can like it's got reversible artwork to take the banner off the top. The Katrina's Theater to take the banner off the top here, which is like right
Right,
here. You
right,
flip it
yeah,
around or whatever. It's the same artwork, but
cool.
I think I paid. I think I remember paying like $15 for this DVD. That's back when it was still in print. Now it's like 65, $70.
Yeah, this one's $100 easy, and I think that's without the slip, maybe.
Yeah, it's that Blu-ray is definitely that's a pricey one.
Maybe they'll bring it back out circulation or something. Hey, what's going on?
I'm gonna share the link to
Ed,
watch the
right?
movie
Mhm.
now. And
Sorry if I got the wrong name there, but Ed, right? Born a horror more.
all right, everyone, the link is there in the chat in case you
Cool.
nobody has the movie and you want to watch it with us.
I'm willing to bet that damn near everybody in here doesn't have it one way or another. Don't have it.
Yeah,
Most
more
people,
than
I
likely.
like you're one of the only people I know that does.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm the
I
only
think
one personally that has a
I
Blu-ray.
think I got that. When did that DVD came out in like 2013 or something?
That trench that copy on YouTube though, man, is a really dark one though. Trench. You better try to look here on the Look Movie and get it, man.
Yeah, I would definitely take the Look Movie link. But yeah,
I
this DVD I think came out in like 2013, and I think I got it in like 2015 or something like that.
yeah, and the Blu-ray. The let's see when the Blu-ray came out. Like 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, like apparently, like I saw on Blu-ray.com, the Humongous Blu-ray, like it's like the transfer because of the quality of how the film looks. It was troublesome to deal with apparently. So like it's got like a mediocre rating, like a halfway point. Like it's not good, not bad, I guess you could
Right.
say.
Right.
But I mean, I get, I've seen this movie quite a few times. I understand the visibility can be troublesome in some areas of it, but I mean, like I'm able, as a fan of it, I'm able to get, you know, past that, and I'm able to actually watch the movie and understand what's
Yeah.
going on.
And if anyone wants to know if there's any parts they don't understand, like they can't see or anything, I can easily explain to them what's happening.
Yeah, or I could probably break it down or whatever. We'll get through it.
Just
It's not as bad as it's really not as bad as we're making it out to be, actually.
no. Yeah. Um. Now there's a choice here of rated or unrated. I just want to go with rated because the only difference is the brutality of the assault scene.
Yeah. I'm not actually a big fan of the opening of the movie. I feel
Right.
like like just my personal opinion, I feel like it almost doesn't gel with the movie. It feels like it's like almost like that.
It's
I don't know. I feel
two
like the
different things.
beginning of this movie belongs in a different movie.
Right.
But
It's
that's
two
just
different
my
things.
personal opinion. But
But
other
well,
than that, like once we get through the title card or whatever, like that's when like I really like I get into the movie.
it's the whole thing of it is it's supposed to be an explanation of why Humongous is the way he. You know what I mean? You remember
Hmm.
this? This was in a handful of movies in the early '80s. They explained why a mutated kid or some big mongoloid or some kind of monstrous being came from sexual assault type thing. Remember, there was a bunch of movies like that at that time that came out.
Right, get fleshing out the main killer or whatever.
Yeah, it's explaining why he's a monster. It was because the mother was,
That's like another reason why I like these kind of slashers. Like besides like a mediocre slasher like Final Exam. Like you
mm-hmm.
don't even really have like a killer with a cool mask or anything. You don't know anything about the killer, which is that's cool. But I just really like when you have like that main icon killer, like the character's fleshed out a little bit. It's got some kind of backstory.
Right, yeah,
Like
because
like Cropsy, like even Cropsy, even though he's human, but
yeah,
he comes off like a supernatural being to me.
right. Well, Final Exam, there's never even any reason why he's doing it. He just kind of shows up at this fucking college and starts killing people.
Yeah.
He just, there's never any reason why he's there, who he is, why he is. Hey, Phil, what's going on, man? How's it going?
Oh, I see Mayan's here. I'm looking at the chat now. Hello, Mayan. What's up, Nate over at Papmaster? I see Tom is here from the Undead of Night. Foreign Horror and more. Trenchy, the Soulless Trenchcoat. Yeah, Ginja Ninja's here. Phil's Creepy Vids. Wow. All right, we got 8 people in the chat. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight for Humongous. This should be
Right.
an interesting one.
So I'll just put it on the R-rated cut, which is probably the one that's on the Look movie anyway.
I think it's an hour and 33 minutes. I gotta look at that again.
Okay, yeah.
94. It's 94 minutes.
So that's the unrated one. Okay. So I'll bump it down here on radio. Okay. So, hey, Russell, what's going on, man?
Russell's here. What's up, Russell? Yeah, Russell's always here. He never misses a
Yeah,
party.
very much appreciated. Hell yeah. We had a great time last night, man. I had a great time. I
You
even
know,
threw out a message in my community chat afterwards, or in my little community post, where I thanked everybody and told everybody how good of a time I had.
like I think the running time for Texas Chainsaw Massacre isn't it like an hour and 25 minutes or something like that?
Something like that.
It's like I know it's a little under an hour and 30 minutes, but like I was saying earlier, it's like to me it's like such an easy watch that like before you know it, you're at the end of the movie. You know,
Oh yeah.
you have like the final girl jumping out the window. Like it's like before you know it, you're at that part.
Yep.
And the movie, like the pace of it, and just the way it flows, it's just like to me, it's like it's really up there. It's like a perfect horror movie.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. It's like I was saying last night, it may be my number one. If I hadn't seen Halloween and The Exorcist so early, like I seen Chainsaw early too, but the first two I seen was Halloween and then The Exorcist. If I hadn't seen those two so early, like first before Chainsaw might be my number one. But those three and Black Christmas and like Dawn and Night of the Living Dead, you know what I mean? Those are all right there at five.
Right.
Of course, shit, you know what I mean? I have some that steps in and steps out here and there too. So, but
Like I
my
mean, just by like hearing you say that, like I can tell that like you were definitely big on like mid '80s, early, or I mean, I'm sorry, mid '70s, early '80s, like genre films like that, exploitation horror, grindhouse.
that I first started watching all these films when I was 5, 6 years old, 78, 79. You know, so
Yeah, to me,
anybody,
like I feel like like the like as far as like the slasher, like era goes, like for me, it's like it's from '78 to about '84.
yeah,
That's when it was like a lot. Like for like to me, if I look at like all the movies that came out, like '78 to about '84, it was like
yeah,
probably like the pinnacle of the
definitely,
slasher genre.
definitely. I have a few written down here for next week that we could talk about later on. See what you think about any of them. See, and while we're doing it, write down a few ideas that you got. If you got some ideas, and we'll mix and compare here toward the end.
Yeah, you know what movie I would really love to watch that I just got. I'm sure you probably have it on DVD because I don't think there's a Blu-ray. Where the hell is it?
Weed smoking session now.
Man, I
So
can't find
Russell,
it.
back to school.
But you've seen William Friedkin's Bug before, right?
Oh, Bug is fantastic.
I
Yes.
really want to watch this again. I just got this DVD, but
Yeah,
apparently
yeah, I've
there's
seen
no
that.
Blu-ray,
Really.
which is kind of weird. But yeah, that this movie's definitely due for an upgrade.
That's first time I ever seen Michael Shannon was in that, and that's when I realized I like Michael Shannon. And since then, I've liked most of the shit he's done, man. The Harvest is a great film.
Yeah,
Hank
him
did a
and
great
Ashley
job as
Judd.
God.
Yeah, they work really well together in that movie, and just you have William Friedkin directing and everything, and it's just that that's definitely an underrated one. So it's like I mean, what that came out in 2006 or 2007. So William Friedkin can definitely still make a movie.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Killer Joe came out not long after that. You know what I mean? Sometime between
Yeah, that was
few
like
years. And Killer Joe is
2011,
great.
I think.
Killer Joe kicks ass too.
Yeah, I think Killer Joe's like 2011 or something like that.
Um, See if I can find it here. Should have it right here
But yeah,
somewhere.
I would really like to watch or try to watch Bug some
All
point
right,
this summer.
definitely, definitely.
You have it, right?
I used to have it. I don't have the DVD anymore, but I could probably come up with it.
Okay. I mean, you could probably find like a used copy online for like $4 or $5 or something.
Yeah, yeah. I'll definitely get. I've been meaning to get that anyway.
But I searched the internet for a Blu-ray and I couldn't even find like a Region B one. Like I couldn't even find one overseas.
Man.
So I'm assuming there's got to be no Blu-ray at all.
If anybody needs
You
any
know,
more time, let me know.
like another thing I really like about that movie Bug is like it's really not what you think it is. Like yeah, it's called
Right.
Bug. You probably think it's about insects. Like it is, but it's a little bit more
Paranoia.
deeper than that. Like you really watch the movie, you'll realize it's not just about bugs.
Paranoia. Yep. Yeah. Michael Shannon is brilliant at it, man. And actually, just the fact that Ashley Judd could keep up with Michael Shannon in that was absolutely amazing because knowing what Michael Shannon could do now. See, at that time, we didn't know who he was, but
Right.
knowing what he's done and what he can do now, and you think back and you think about people that don't give Ashley Judd a whole lot of acting credit, she held in there right in there with him,
Yeah, I agree, man. They definitely had chemistry in that movie.
and she was never really given a lot of credit for her acting ability, you know what I mean? But thinking the fact that she hung in there with him says it all. See, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Pat Master says, awesome panel, you two. Well, we just kind of gel anyway, you know what I mean? We kind of got, we just got a lot of things in common, and things we don't got in common just kind of slide right off, and you can't even hardly notice.
Yeah, that's like pretty much why I was like when I discovered your channel a few months ago, like I was like right away I'm like damn, this dude's got like 3 watch parties going a week and I'm like joining all of them. Like just like you just kept watching shit that was like right up my alley.
Yeah, and it's all just shit because there's a couple of times a couple of movies that I tried to do that I mean I thought was all right, but I really have a lot of passion for it, and they just didn't work out very well, man. One of them, as a matter of fact, one of them I started about a half hour into it, popped it out, and did another one right in the middle of the fucking thing because I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel like anybody was having a good time. I was losing viewers, and I think it was just because they could tell I just wasn't with it.
Yeah.
But once I popped that out and stuck another one in there and got going, man, they all came back and it ended up really good.
Yeah,
So
that that fluctuation with the channel, that shit happens, so
from then on, though, you know what I mean. But I just wasn't enjoying myself. You know what I mean. From then on, there was no more that I didn't feel it for. From then on, no more. If I'm not loving the movie, if it's not something that I'm really into or I really have a good passion for, I just don't do it. Oh,
yeah, Mayan was asking if there's 2 different Your Next movies. I'm pretty sure there's only the one movie. Like
just
I don't even think there's another movie out there called Your Next. But I could be
just the
wrong. I don't
Wingard.
know.
Wingard, right? That's the only Wingard Wingard's the only one that I know of.
Yeah. But I think Your Next was like 2011 or 2012 or maybe 13 or 14. I forget what year it was. Somewhere between 11 and 12 and 14, I think.
Oh, let me see here. Got it right here. 2013.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere between 11 and 14.
No, yeah, it's got um the final girl perform a Constance in just before dawn. You know what I mean? The way she finishes that fucker off with the arm down her throat. It puts me in mind. I mean, she's not nearly as badass as old girl in You're Next, but I just love how that is so creative how she shoves her whole arm down his throat, man. I love that part.
You know what? You remember the movie Feast? 'Cause, like, I don't even think there's another movie out there called Your Next. But I could be wrong. I don't know. You remember the movie Feast? 'Cause, like, I don't even think there's another movie out there called Your Next. But it's I think Your Next was like 2011 or 2012 or maybe 13 or 14. I forget what year it was. Somewhere between 11 and 12 and 14, I think.
Yeah.
The girl at the end when she kills the monster, she like shoves her whole fist down its throat and like rips its guts out and shit.
Yeah.
That's another good one that's like that, a good throat rip or whatever from sticking
Oh
your
yeah.
fist down the fucking someone's throat.
Yeah. I mean, hey, because I mean, really, what else? What else are they supposed to do? You know, just like in the just before dawn, he had her and he was squeezing her. She would have got killed. He just broke her back. That's the only thing she could do. I mean, her boyfriend was laying over the side crying and whining. Hold on a second. I'm gonna grab a drink. Then we'll get rolling. All right. All right. You might need some more time. Let me know. Um. Uh, Stranger Spray at Night. Yeah, that's a sequel.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that one. I
The
saw
sequel.
that like a year ago. I think I found it online for like $5 or $6, so I took a shot on it,
I
and
never
I
liked
didn't really,
the
I
they were
just
just
didn't care for it.
if they just to me the strangers were just wiped out way too easy, man.
Yeah,
You killed every one of them off right there, and it's like where do you go after that?
and also at the same time, the first movie just has like such a vibe about it that it's like I don't know, like I don't even want a sequel to The Strangers really.
Yeah, yeah. Um, they're coming out with a reboot of that somehow. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with it, but somebody else is doing it, and they're kind of. I don't think it's a sequel. I think it's just a complete reboot.
I see Wes is here. The Ice Lord's here. What's up, Wes? Thank you for stopping by.
What is going on? Hell yeah!
So it looks like the chat's ready to
All right,
start the
man.
movie. Everybody ready in the chat? So tomorrow night, I'm joining you at 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah. Hopefully yeah. I mean, hopefully, I was hoping you'd join up in the chat before your show.
No, I just want to. I just making sure. Like
Yeah.
what time? What time do I have to be there before 8?
Um. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to catch the two people in the trivia, yeah. Because remember,
What time do you need me there?
I'm having the tomorrow night's the trivia at 8 o'clock. Remember, and I'm having two surprise people who are taking on each other. Remember, it's a surprise. So
All right.
yeah, if you want to catch who the two surprise people are, then yeah.
All right. I'll make sure I'm there at like 7:30 then.
All right.
So yeah, like between 7:30, I'll just make sure I'm there between that time.
Yeah, I'm yeah, I want it to be a surprise. Who like the two people taking on each other don't know who they are, and the chat has no idea who's going to be there at all. So it's all I'm the only one that knows anything about it.
No, I remember we discussed this before.
So to me, that's part of the whole, and I got some other shit planned too. But hopefully it all works out, and hopefully all goes real smooth.
I was just making sure of the time. That's all.
Yep. Um.
But
So
yeah, it looks like the chat's ready.
if I'm gonna count down from five. If anyone wants me to stop, they're not ready. Let me know. Five, four, three, two, one. Humongous. Here we go.
I wish my DVD had subtitles on it. It doesn't, but a lot of DVDs don't. Labor Day weekend, 1946. So yeah, we officially started this movie. We are watching Humongous. Yeah, there's like seriously a couple kills in this movie where like the actual victims' reactions are so genuine looking.
Oh, fantastic! Like I said, the like I was saying last night, when when old dude gets it when he screams before Leatherface hits him in the head with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's one of
I like
two
I didn't
men
want to
screams.
like I don't want to like describe people or say names, but there is like a couple kills in this movie where the victims really sell it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the one that I was talking about is in my intro when he's like and screams. He screams just like a little girl, man. It's fantastic. There's Ida and her doggies, and her doggies love her tremendous. 1946. Yep, that's her daddy there lighting up a stogie. She's the they like live on this island, and this is like a party where everybody just kind of boats in for the party. It's he's like the rich guy that owns the shit around, and that's their big nice house, and the grace of
Now,
everybody with allowing them to come.
yeah, that is like a mansion or something, like a boarding
Yeah.
house.
That guy right there, I don't know if you noticed this before, but do you remember the old HBO series, The Hitchhiker?
Yeah, I have the first season actually on DVD.
There's the host right there,
Yo, that is him, isn't it?
Paige Fletcher. Yep.
He has like more of a mullet though, in the Hitchhiker
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, that was like 2 or 3 years later they started that.
I just
See,
remember he's wearing like a denim jacket and he's holding a bag over his shoulder.
blue
And he's
jeans.
like
Yep.
trying to hitch a ride and he starts like narrating the story and shit.
Every time somebody gives him a ride, they'll let him out. As soon as he gets out of the car, he starts telling the story about the person who just gave him a ride.
Yeah, I got that DVD right here. I think it's the first volume or something.
Yeah, I've got the first. I got the first
This
and
is
the
it
third
right
volume.
here.
Yep. Yeah. I have the first and the third. I have that one and the green one.
Yeah, this is the only one I have. I found this at a
Big lot.
I was at this discount store, like this guy just selling junk in a store basically, and he had a pile of movies, and they were all like pretty average movies, and then this just pops up out of nowhere. I was like, "What?"
That's
I was
pretty
like,
cool.
"How much you want for this?" He's like, "Give me $1."
Man, hell
I was
yeah.
like, "I'll give you $1 for that."
Yeah, because they're kind of rough to get a hold of now, man.
Yeah, apparently, I think the DVDs are in like the $50 range now or something like that.
Yeah.
But
For
I mean, just
for a
to give
while they sold
everybody
them.
like a heads up that's watching this right now, there is a rape scene that's coming up.
Yeah,
So
like right now.
yeah, it's basically beginning like right now. So if you don't want to watch that, maybe fast forward to the title card. But I personally don't think it's too graphic.
No, it could be much worse. The unrated version is much worse than the R-rated. And but it
Yeah,
only goes on a few seconds.
right. It's not too long. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody was warned about that.
Yeah, for a few years they had that Hitchhiker at Big Lots. They had like all three volumes, man, for like $5 each.
Damn. I would have,
That's where I got
you know,
two
like
of the volumes at.
I found a lot of good stuff at Big Lots. I found the Penny Dreadful TV series, all three seasons on DVD for like $5 each.
Man.
I mean, eventually I'll get the Blu-rays for that series, but the DVDs for that price, I'll buy them for that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially when you're talking about a TV show like that, most TV shows will never go to Blu-ray. Most of them will just stay at DVD.
That's true. Like I would really love to see Tales from the Crypt get like like a ratio aspect, like the put it in widescreen and have it
Yes, man.
upgraded to HD. Like I would love to see, like if they ever come out with Tales from the Crypt on Blu-ray. That's like a day one buy right there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Title card is a safe zone. So you fast
Yeah, I
forward
don't
through
know
there.
exactly where it's at, but I would just fast forward till you
You
see the title come up. It's like
right,
I believe
right.
like you'll see a woman sitting on a dock with a dog.
Yep. And then across the and then on across it'll say humongous. Just get there and pause it there. Because what happens here, man, is the dogs have let themselves loose because they heard their mommy in danger, and now they're gonna come. They're gonna eat this son of a bitch.
Yeah, like I'm not like one for rape scenes really, but they don't really bother me at the same time.
Right.
But I don't know, like the ones that like will bother me are just like ones that aren't portrayed right and they just seem like it forced and annoying to watch. But I don't know. I understand like rape scenes are necessary sometimes like to really tell a story properly, but I understand that's a sensitive thing for a lot of people at the same
Oh
time.
yeah. Especially especially for a woman, man.
Right, I can only imagine, like, like what
Yeah.
that's got to be like for a woman. So,
Right. Yeah. She just laying there watching the doggies eat this motherfucker up, man.
yeah, the
The
dog
doggies are
does maul
pissed.
him pretty good. Like, this is probably the most graphic part here is the dog actually, like, getting the revenge here. This is probably, like, the worst part.
Yeah. And then and then before he's even completely dead, she's like, up, back up, doggies, back up. She tells him to stop.
Yeah, she's got
'Cause,
full control on these German Shepherds. Oh, that ankle is raw looking. Damn.
yeah, because she wants to
Ooh.
finish him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She she wants the doggies to have the have the pleasure. She's like, all right, you got him off me. Now let me finish this son of a bitch. He's got beat him in the head several times with a fucking rock. Take
Oh,
that,
I
hitchhiker.
forgot about the head smash with the rock. I forgot about that. So it's yeah, it
That
gets a little
hitchhiker.
graphic here at the end of the scene, but
And then she gets this disturbed look on her face, like she ain't right. And then from here on in, she's yeah,
she's a different person from here on in.
there it
So I
is.
think we're at the title card now.
Stevenson Crimbrider production. Paul Lynch. Yes, it's done by Paul Lynch that did Prom Night.
Right, he did direct Prom Night. Didn't he? I don't. Did he do any other slasher movies besides these two?
I don't remember. I didn't really check it. He did some other horror, some other Canadian horror, but there we are. There's title card, humongous. We're all together now. Here's a mixture of Lane Staley and Alice James and Robert England. Oh man. Okay. Well, when I was younger, when I was about 18 to 20, I looked like Sean Penn.
I could kind of see that.
Oh, yeah.
I never thought of it. Like I could never see it or think of it until you just said it. I'm like, wait, it kind of does.
Yeah.
That's cool
Also,
though.
then when I was about 25, I looked kind of like Woody Harrelson when he was in Natural Born Killer.
I can see
So,
that too. Actually,
so,
that's
so
great.
I just got that kind of face, you know. That's not the first time that I've ever heard those two people. I much prefer Lane Staley over Robert England.
But I think the funniest thing about that is the fact that those two movies, like you really look like them the most, right? In those two movies, that's the funny thing about it. It's like the reason why I'm laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was about 18, 20 years old, I was like Jessica Coley. Had the long hair and everything. Was like, oh, you know.
I bet you if you dressed up like Sean Penn from Carlito's Way for like Halloween, man, you could pull that off so well. Like if you had like a curly hair wig on and shit.
All right, you got it.
I'm looking at Paul Lynch's filmography right now.
I'll find some pictures and whip them out here soon one of these times, man. I got a picture here real close that I could show you. Oh man, where'd I put that? Where I look like Woody Harrelson. It was in the summer of 1993 when I was 20, where my hair even kind of favors Woody's in Natural Born Killer. Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
36 years later after that girl was raped.
I'm not sure where I put that.
36 years later into the future.
I'm not sure where I put that, but I'll find it and I'll show everybody like this weekend or Monday. Like it, you know, that girl there, that's Donna. That's just standing there with her tits in the window.
Yeah, she was also in David Cronenberg's The Fly.
Yep, and she was also one of the two girls. She was the one that ran around with a vanity and terror train.
That's right.
Now that girl there, the other one with the glasses there, she was in an old '70s horror film called Ruby.
No, I've never seen that one. I know what you're
Really?
talking about. Like, I actually think her face is on the poster art.
Yep, it sure is, and it also stars Piper Laurie is also in it, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Like, I still haven't seen that movie. It's like late 70s or something like that.
Yeah. David Wallace is in this, the blonde, the dude that plays Eric. Um, and remember he was in Mortuary with Bill Paxton.
It's such a weird movie. Mortuary.
Yeah, that's an early Bill Paxton there. And this chick here, she was in the Nancy Drew Hardy Boys mystery for a while.
Yo, have you ever seen a movie called The Boneyard from 1991?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like about, I don't know. It's about this lady who's like a psychic. And she's helping out this detective, and this mortuary or this funeral home gets these like couple kids that they just passed away, and apparently they were like killed in like this satanic ritual or something.
Okay.
So like they end up coming back to life somehow inside the morgue, and they start killing everybody in the morgue and shit, and then like
Hmm.
one of them ends up like getting like injured or whatever and like leaks out on the floor, and there's like a dog in the movie and it licks up the shit on the floor and it turns into a zombie poodle and it starts killing everyone. Like
Maybe I haven't seen
it's
it.
like overall it's a pretty fun movie. It's not like an award-winning movie or anything, but it's a pretty fun horror movie, especially from 1991.
Hey, Lady J, did, did you use the Lady J from the character in GI Joe? I used to love fucking GI Joe, man.
Yeah, Nate Pat Masters said he's seen the Boneyard before. That movie's wild though. Once that dog turns into that zombie poodle, like it's like movie gets out of hand, man.
That didn't sound like a real movie. That sounded like something somebody be describing as like an idea for a movie. You know what I mean? Where everybody goes, "Oh, I don't know."
Like it actually, like when the dog turns into like a zombie, like it kind of reminds me of Dead Alive. Like when the mom turns into the giant zombie creature at the end, like it kind of reminds me of that.
There he is, David Wallace, the blonde-headed dude with the light blue like Lacoste shirt there. There he is in
Yeah.
Mortuary. And then there's his little brother Nick. He's a fucking nut. See, this kid has this problem where he's got sibling rivalry, where he's always inferior of the older brother. The older brother's always been the favorite, and so he doesn't feel quite up to it. So he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, they basically clash with each other like
Oh
the
yeah,
entire time throughout this movie.
but he's so jealous of his older brother. He wants his older brother's car. He wants his older brother's boat. He wants his older brother's girl.
Yeah.
He's got the big titted redhead there, and the redhead keeps looking at his brother too. See what?
Like you ever hear that meme track on the internet where it's like someone saying, "I want problems always."
Yeah,
Like that's him. That's the definition of that right there. I want problems always.
yeah, yeah, and he's the yeah, he's basically the fuck up, and it's because he keeps showing his ass because he's so jealous.
Dude's just a
Which
pain in the ass. And yeah, he's just right. He's
these
self-centered asshole that's just jealous that he doesn't have this, that, or the other thing.
Yeah. See, and he didn't notice that his girlfriend was just looking at him, trying to get his attention. He was ignoring her. The second she turns around to dance the other way, he accuses her of looking at his brother. He didn't catch her trying to get his attention. He caught her turning around dancing the other direction. So he slaps and stops her music, won't let her dance anymore, and now she's got to lay there and tell the other girl how jealous she is of her. It's just complete dysfunction. They're out in daddy's yacht.
This the one girl here is talking about doing some modeling or whatever, but she needs to lose some weight, and she's already thin as a rail. She's like, I gotta lose some weight.
Yeah. Russell says, at my age, I'm ready for the boneyard. Damn. She said, no, but everyone. That's what I have a long first name. So it's been my nickname since. Okay, okay. That explains it. Man says, don't go there yet, Russell. We still got a lot of movies to watch together. Yeah, man, you ain't going nowhere yet. That's crazy that a movie this low budget, he's wearing a shirt with an Adidas sign on it. Because you know they had to give him some money.
I don't know. They might have been able to get by with that because that actually doesn't even look like an official Adidas shirt.
Yeah, yeah, and it doesn't say Adidas. Usually you don't just get the sign with Adidas, you get the name too.
Because the actual sign on his shirt has 5 stripes on it.
Right?
It's supposed to only have 3.
Hmm.
And yeah, it doesn't say Adidas either.
How in the hell do you know that?
I just like I don't know. I've wore Adidas for so long. I just know
Oh,
like
okay.
that's their main thing is the 3 stripes.
Oh, I'm
So
not
if
sure
it's
I've ever
more
heard
than
of
three
it.
stripes, it's not Adidas.
Oh,
And
okay.
then there's K Swiss does 4 stripes.
No, I did have a pair of K Swiss way back in about '87. No, no, no. That wasn't K Swiss. That was British Knights. Remember those?
Yeah, they were hot shit in the 90s. I remember you used to watch Nickelodeon and the kids would like win those, like, or the kids that would lose, they would get like a pair of British Knights or whatever. Remember
Yeah.
they had the light up ones too? The lights in them and shit. When you'd walk, they'd light up and do all this shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So now the sun is finally going down in this movie. It's foggy as shit out too.
Now mine, I can see mine really well.
Like, I mean, the visibility's fine. Like,
How's it look on the Look movie, you guys? Are you watching on the Look movie or are you watching on DVD?
I'm watching my DVD. Like I only use Look Movie if I don't have the movie, obviously, or if I'm having trouble with my player.
Yeah, I always go physical too.
He's wearing a sheriff badge on his tank top.
He's a sheriff, you know.
I want problems always.
He does too, man, and he definitely gets them. This is the day. Visibility's bad out here, man, and these kind of things, these cove type, you know, what I mean, you got all kinds of shit you can run into.
Vincent's here from Horror Spice.
Cool,
What's up,
cool.
Vincent?
What's
Thank you
going
for
on, man?
stopping by.
Vin band. What's going on, man? Yeah, that sucked down the fog in his little ass dead boat with his big ass yacht coming. Like, don't kill me. Don't run over me.
They shouldn't even be out this late
No,
on
no,
the
because
water like that.
right, there's all the rocks and different little shit that may be up. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying. These coves like this got all kinds of shit. You could crash. Cool. Yeah. I've been there many a times, man. Getting life back on track. Yeah. You can catch a video of me, oh shit, a couple of years back, well, about a year and a half back or so. A little further back maybe. Um, yeah, maybe a little over a year and a half where I was on here telling everybody that shit was hitting the fan in my life. It was a period of a few months where I didn't do any videos or anything where things were just fucked up. Oh, by the way, I finally got my new shirt in, and I got replaced by a free shirt. What it was that I got it from Gutter Garbs, and there was one left, and I ordered it, and then they sent me a message after I'd already paid that they were out. So they reprinted some and sent me out a new one, and I got a free shirt out of it. They gave me a thing for a free shirt. Here was the one.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Man, dude, that is like that looks like a portrait on your shirt, dude. Like that is really nice.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
got
my
that
first
nice
bride.
gold color around the head and everything.
Yeah, it's got and then down here it's got the
Ah,
thing
okay,
up.
there's the title. Dude, that is fucking sick.
So I ended up getting my shirt after all. It took a month or so longer, but I ended up getting it, and I ended up getting free shirts for the price of two, and just had to wait a month.
Not bad. I like when
Oh
this
hell yeah!
guy like
Great,
breaks
man.
his leg. He just like falls out of frame, like the boat like shakes and he falls out of frame and it's like, oh, I broke my leg. Like, how? You just fell over. How did you break your fucking leg?
Yeah.
Oh, we just fucking boat just crashed. Right now, let's roll up a joint and get high. Probably the last thing I'd be doing right now is smoking a fucking joint.
Yeah, I remember this. I seen this movie. It wasn't the first time I ever seen it, but I remember being 10 years old and watching it. And it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. It's when there was only HBO at the time. As far as HBO Cinemax and all, HBO was the only one around. And this was playing at 4 o'clock in the morning. I ended up watching it, and my mom was there, and everybody was asleep. And I ended up bunchies. I ended up going in and making a thing of Jello instant chocolate pudding, and I ended up making it, and I ended up watching this thing. It was about 1983, and I sit there and munched on the pudding and watched it.
You know,
It's one
like
of those,
another reason why I like this movie because like there's really something about like Canadian slasher films because there's not that many of them,
right?
and like they fall into like a specific like era, like a timeline, which is like basically from like late 70s or early 80s or whatever. But that's like another reason why I like this movie though, is because just the simple fact that it's a Canadian slasher and I don't like. I'm always trying to like make sure I see all the Canadian slashers. Like, what do you have? I mean, I guess
Oh,
Black
Territory, probably
Christmas.
right.
Black Christmas counts as a Canadian slasher, right?
Probably the earliest.
Yeah,
I don't really
and
consider Black Christmas a slasher, but yeah, most people do.
yeah. There's not too many of them, but I mean, there's probably like at least over like 50 of them. But
Well, it was
I
a lot
don't
easier
know.
in
I
the
don't.
70s and 80s to make them
I,
because they got them paid for. You know what I mean? They got grants or whatever. Like that's the way Cronenberg was able to make films early on, man. Like Shivers and Rabid and all them, is because he
mhm.
got help money wise. It's something they had going on in Canada back then. But without that,
Yeah.
there
Well, apparently
wouldn't be
though, at the
Cronenberg.
same time, like I remember watching the Videodrome documentary, and Cronenberg was explaining how at one point in like the late 70s, like the Canadian government was like willing to give out some kind of like not exactly like money, but like some kind of program to where like investors will be like more inspired to like invest in these films and everything, and like that played a big part in them getting money. Like not even just Cronenberg, but like Canadian filmmakers in general. Because like at one point too, like apparently Canada was trying their best to be like just as good as Hollywood as far as filmmaking goes.
Yeah.
And eventually that fizzed out by like the late 80s. It just didn't work out for Canada.
Yeah.
Like Canada, they obviously every country's got their films and everything, but Canada's just never going to be Hollywood.
Right. But it makes for a good substitution for big cities like New York and Los Angeles, Toronto, and all them do. A lot of them they shoot there and say it's New York or Los Angeles.
Right.
So it makes for a good sub as well. See, yeah, there he is. Fucking acting like an asshole. Nah, he's got to show that he can drive the boat too, even though they all decided they weren't going to be going anywhere tonight because
We're gonna
what
go to
happened
Dog Island.
is he was down below trying to get some from his girl, even though he'd been an asshole to her, and she wasn't wanting to give him any. So he showed his ass and ran up here and decided he was going to start driving the boat. He had one too many drinks, didn't get laid, and now he's showing himself. That's basically what happened. Now he's going to drive this boat. Now they're fighting over who and what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, they're gonna end up fucking up that boat.
And this guy's going, fuck. The actual grown-up guy in the group here. Yeah, get the wheel. Somebody get the fucking wheel. Boom. They hit a rock.
There it is. Look, he just fell over and apparently broke his leg somehow.
My leg, yeah.
Like, what happened to your leg, dude? You fell over. That was it.
Hey, he's one of fragile people. Like Mr. Glass. Flash.
Damn. She got thrown out of the boat into the water. Man, they just totally fucked up that boat, and that shit's about to sink. It looks like they all are overboard now. Timestamp for Humongous is 28 minutes and 35 seconds I have.
Yep, I got 28:40. Now Carla, the one with glasses, is their little sister. And they can't find her. Everybody else has made it up there, I think, except for her. And he's out here hollering for his little sister. And his little brother caused the crash. So, and he's sitting there now. Now he's realizing what an asshole he is. Now he's sitting there feeling bad because they can't find their little sister. She's the baby.
You know what? Actually, I'm like thinking of Canadian films now. You ever see or you ever hear of the rat movie called Deadly Eyes?
Yep.
That's another Canadian one.
I have
I
that
think
book.
isn't there another one with Peter Weller called of Unknown Origin?
Uh huh.
Peter Weller, it's like rats are in the fucking walls of his house or something like that. I think that's another Canadian movie.
Now they're all on this island, and this guy's saying the only thing that's there is some old lady that never comes into town, and her dogs
Yeah.
are all that's there. Just catch everybody up, just in case.
Yeah, the only one who has any knowledge of this island is that injured guy.
Yeah. And he don't know much. He just knows there's some old lady that only comes into town twice a year for supplies.
Right,
And
and she's
she,
got like dogs guarding her.
it's just her and her dogs. Yep. That's what we know so far. Now he decided now he's gonna be a big shit, which is admirable since he fucked up and crashed the boat and caused all this to begin with. He's gonna run up here and try to get some help. How's your visibility on this?
Yeah, like the scene I'm watching right now, the one dude's walking through the forest. Like this was definitely filmed at like 5 o'clock. Like 5 o'clock in the evening. The sun was like just setting.
Or just going down?
Something like that. But like everybody back at the shoreline is sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
Like the pitch dark.
Well, they were
But
they were probably trying to supply some more natural light. Oh shit! And now
but the
he's hearing noises. He's
like, I
freaking
just
out.
think that the atmosphere of these woods though is like just like really adds to this viewing experience.
Very cool. Yeah, it's good. It's oh shit. He's like hello.
Something's stalking him right now.
Yeah, doggy. He's gonna run. He's like oh shit, that was a dog or a wolf or something. Another way to see this better too is if you're in a room and you don't got to be able to see anything around you, shut off all your lights.
Oh man, something just
Right in the
killed one
middle.
of the dogs.
Right in the middle. Yeah, something snatched up the dog.
Michael Myers style.
This motherfucker not only broke his leg, but now he's sitting there shivering. He's got a fever. What a pain in the ass. Get out of here. We don't have problems about you, motherfucker. We didn't know you. Get out of here. Fuck off. No, I'm good. All right, let me see. Valentine, yeah. My Bloody Valentine, that's another one that we didn't mention.
Yeah, dude,
Pretty
I
cool.
always forget that's a Canadian movie. I always forget about that being a Canadian movie.
That's one of the best too, by far.
Yeah.
That is by far, man. That is. I mean, that was got such a good story. It's even got a love triangle. You know what I mean? And a well told love triangle. Yeah, I mean, he gets deep into that story. Here he is. He's in this boathouse hiding.
Yeah, he's still on the run.
Here, this scene coming up here is one of the scenes for my intro here, man. This is the scene I was talking about with this dude. Listen, everybody, listen to this dude scream, man. He screams like I've never heard any man scream in my life. It's great because he thinks he's hiding. He's hearing some shit. Here it is. Here it is. He just found something, but he's making a lot of noise in that boathouse. He got a hook. He got coming. I love when he goes to peek through the hole to see if anybody's coming. Wolf, what do you see on the other side? He's like, ah, here it is. He's gonna peek through here to see what he can see. Ain't nothing like peeking through something and something looking back at you. Here you go. Here you go.
Then you hear all that growling and shit.
Yeah, he's gonna peek up through the hole. Here it is. He peeks through and somebody else looking at somebody else looking back at me. Now I'm almost all fucked up. Here it is.
Fuck that.
That's a scream like no other, man. This dude should have been hired for every scream. You can safely say
Yeah,
that.
that's definitely like a very genuine death scene right there.
How the fuck do you get a man that scared to be able to make it a movie to scream like that?
That's probably why he got the job.
Well,
Probably just based on that alone.
well, the guy that played Humongous was a 7-foot wrestler, and when during the shooting of this was shot in Ontario, Canada, and he was an alcoholic. Well, he wanted to drink one night. Well, he didn't want to wait. In full makeup, he goes walking down the road, hitchhiking to a place where he can get some alcohol. And I guess some people picked him up, and from what he said, people as soon as they seen him, they flipped the fuck out. Here he is, 7 feet tall in the Humongous makeup.
Yeah, I don't even think we ever get a real good shot of Humongous in this movie.
Well, on the Blu-ray, you can see him a little bit better, but yeah, you never get a clear. I mean, you do, but you don't. But yeah, he was a pro wrestler, and he had he had a hell of a drinking issue. Nice guy, they said, but he had a hell of a drinking issue. And he such a drinking issue, there wasn't no alcohol there, so he just went walking looking for it. And I guess he ended up walking most of the way because nobody wanted to pick him up. Can't blame him.
Yeah, Mayan was just saying how dark this movie is. Like, yeah, overall the night scenes are gonna be gonna have some issues trying to make out some clarity, but overall I think we'll get through this without any more issues.
Yeah, I've got advantages that they had upgraded it to a 2K scan, and they had, you know what I mean, they had up the lighting, but
This
it's been
movie was like a long lost movie for a long time too. Like I know it came out on VHS, but
yeah, it's always been hard to get, man, still is. So but this has always been one of my favorites. So I had to get the top notch edition that I could find.
yeah. I wish I
So
had the money at the time to get the Blu-ray. I would have got it, but I remember like at that time there was like quite a few things I wanted to pick up at that time, and I was like, I just didn't even have the money.
right, but there's always those times for all of us collectors, man. And then later on, we try to catch up, and some things just don't come down.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, a second, I'm gonna get some migraine shit, man. I'm starting to get a headache. It's the best stuff for a headache, for a migraine. It's goodies, and it comes in a box in your little packages. What's in it is it's extra strength headache powder, and it has the like Tylenol, it has aspirin, and it has caffeine, and it works great. It's in powder form. It tastes like shit, but it works good.
Where do you get that at?
Mm, mm. I got this at Family Dollar.
Okay.
It's like you get a bunch of packages of it. It's like $3 or $4. So Found his little sister. She's still alive after all. It's like, but your little brother's gone. Fuck him. I found my little sister. In the same boathouse that dude was in, I do believe. So she must have came later or something.
Oh, we got 4 or 5 victims left right now.
Oh yeah, you got the two. You got the main couple there, the chick from Nancy Drew, and you got the dude from Mortuary, and you got the little sister, and then you've got Donna, the redheaded chick, and then the dude with the broken leg and the flu. Well, now he's pretty much caught pneumonia, I do believe.
Yeah, I think one of them's dead.
Yeah, he's looking at the mess here. He thinks it's just dog and shit. I think some of that's your brother, man.
They're trying to basically figure out who has been living in this house and what the deal is.
Yeah, because they don't see no dogs. Like they
Well,
don't
they
hear no
they
more
see a
dogs.
dead dog. The dead dog's being eaten by rats right now.
Yeah, and they're hearing more dogs. So that one dog that was barking, you get the idea that must have been it. But then where is she and what happened to the dog? Where's the old lady and where's the dog? We've seen what happened to the one dog. She's up here gathering some shit. Big old prickly boobies hanging out.
Doesn't she collect blueberries with her boobs or
Yes.
something?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She like uses her boobs to carry them.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she kind of likes that dude. I think she just likes anybody that's not her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Really? So the actor that played Obi in Saw 2 opened up a rehab center for the natives in northern Ontario. Obi, that's what he's called, isn't it? I do believe that's what he goes by in Saw 2.
Just some random blueberries growing out in the forest. Breakfast.
She's being washed and checked out too. Yeah, I really wish this one would get a little more attention to it, man. Like, you know what I mean? They come out with a cut where people could see it a lot better and where people could actually see that it is a good slasher because most people turn away from it because of the lighting.
That is that like one of the main issues that people have with this movie is
Yeah,
just the quality of clarity and lighting.
it's hard to see.
But I don't know. Like for me, I enjoy the concept so much. Like I can look past the flaws.
Well, says the beauty of youth. Yeah, we all been there sometime and we all miss it when we're not there anymore. This guy just laying there going, fuck. He's freezing cold, got a broken leg, got pneumonia, and she's bringing him some booby berries.
This character ain't got to do shit but lay there.
Yeah, this is this is pretty good. This part is. Man, it's raining like a motherfucker here.
It was raining here yesterday, bad. You're probably getting what we had yesterday.
It's been raining ever since this morning, all day. Don't wash them off.
Yeah. Now she's washing all the blueberry juice off her boobs. Man just said that watching her walk around barefoot is giving her anxiety. I can relate. Like she might have on some like some kind of like thin ass sandals or something, but still like she's
Yeah.
walking around like it's nothing.
Some people, I know a lot of people can do that, man. Walking down alleys, full of gravel barefoot, like it ain't nothing.
But also like her shorts are so far up her ass, like it looks like it's painful to be wearing those shorts right now.
That's the way it was in the '80s, though, man. That's what we wore, man.
I know, but like just like watching her walk, like it looks like her ass is like in pain. Like with that wedgie like all the way up her ass.
By the way, folks, that yes, that is supposed to be the same house from the very beginning of the movie, but this is after years of being unkept.
Right, it's basically abandoned.
There's the cage that the doggies were in. See, she's calling to it right now. Some more clues to the story here. Dogs starved, man. A lot of them. That was haven't been dead too long.
He
Considering
said
they're
they've been
still,
hearing dogs. Where are
yeah.
the dogs though?
Well, they heard that one dog, and then they heard animals. The fact that there's still green flies jumping around on them motherfuckers tells you that they ain't been dead too terribly long. A few months, maybe a couple month.
Yeah, do you like the movie Motel Hell?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always been a fan of that one.
Yeah, yeah. I got that on Screen Factory.
Yeah, I got the Steelbook, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I got the steelbook and the collector's edition, the slip cover.
Like apparently the Steelbook is supposed to have a 4K scan on it, and like I went and watched it, and I was like no difference at all. It still looks the same.
Yeah, very little difference between all that shit, man. There really is. She said, "Here, I'll keep you warm." She immediately offered. She's like, "Oh, no problem. Here, fill this." He's like, "Okay."
Like she's willing to do anything for this guy that she just met like 4 hours ago.
Right. Uh-oh, you're growling. Uh-oh, this is pretty good. Oh, snap, snap.
And he picked her up and threw her like she was nothing. Why is that one girl still wearing a fucking life preserver? You're not even in the ocean anymore. Take it off.
Maybe,
And
I don't
she's
know.
got it half on. She doesn't have it fully on.
Just
She
on
only
the
has
front,
that on the one shoulder.
just
Fucking
on the
weird.
left, yeah. Hey, she heard you. She just took it off.
Ah, she finally took it off. Fucking weirdo.
She heard you. She's like, "Oh yeah."
So, yeah, I probably should take this off.
Oh yeah, motels. Hey Eric, what's going on, man? Yeah, motel of hell is a fun one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what's up, Eric?
preserve it.
Like, I know a lot of people like are like turned off by Motel Hell because like
Oh,
it seems like the second half of the movie, like a lot of people don't like it, which I can kind of agree with. But I don't know. There's something about Motel Hell that I've always enjoyed. Like, I can't exactly put my finger on it, but
yeah, I guess I
it's to me it's a fun horror comedy.
it is. It is.
Motel Hell is 1980. Let's see if I can pull that one out. I know I have.
Motel hell is it's basically about a
Yeah, here's the Scream Factory collector's edition.
it's about an older man and his sister that run a motel, and he also puts meats and stuff together, and they do things, you know, this and that with the meats and all that, and that's about all like I can really say without giving it all away. But it's really fun. The sister is played by if you ever seen the movie Porky's, the sister is
Yeah,
played by the woman that played Miss Ballbrick.
yeah, I haven't watched Motel Hell in quite a while. I wouldn't mind watching this at some point this summer.
Yeah, we'll leave next Tuesday up to you, man. So I had wrote down a few different ideas, but I had wrote down Cujo, the Descent, the Ruins. You're next. So if you got if one of those are cool, or if you got anything else, then this one's pretty much your call, man.
Um, I mean, like I was saying earlier, I would definitely like to do Bug.
Okay.
Like, I know
Well,
you don't have it.
well, yeah. Give me a couple weeks to get it ordered and get it in here, and then we'll do it. Sure, because I definitely like that one.
Yeah, I think maybe at the same time, like even like I think some subscribers will be into it, and apparently it's on Look Movie.
Is it okay? There it is. They're getting the story now.
And now they found that photo album.
Yeah, yeah.
Now
Tell me.
they're able to they're kind of piecing together like what's going on here.
Yeah, they still know exactly what happened to her, but they just know she's not there. The doggies have died and it looked like she just kind of left them to starve. And the one that was left and got away, old Humongous got his hands on. Oh yeah, Porky's is good, man. Yikes, nasty spider.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Porky's movies in so damn long.
Oh shit. Yeah, fall right on top of her, and now pull her with you.
Man.
Pull her with you as you fall down.
Now that is a rotted corpse.
Yeah, she definitely hadn't been dead too terribly long. Just
Fucking
long enough to
corpse
slip
looks like
through it.
it's like made out of a bee's nest or something.
There she is. You found the old lady.
They finally figured out why the bills haven't been getting paid.
All right. And why the dogs were left to, yeah.
Why the dogs are hungry and why the bills aren't paid.
Then that leaves something else hungry too, which was bad news for the dogs that were left. Bad news for them too. You seen it a few days ago for the first time, really. How to use DVD? What was your thought on the first Descent, Russell? Your next is good. I've never seen it, man. Never seen your next. Never seen it.
Yeah, timestamp is we are at, or I'm at 56 minutes.
Yeah. He is pissed. He is down in the basement throwing a motherfucking fit.
Oh yeah, he's flipping the fuck out.
But
He looks like he needs a Snickers bar.
yeah, at least. Oh, for Humongous, it might be two or three. They come down he comes down the steps along and listen like, what the hell is that? Somebody, it's a boogeyman.
Doesn't he like bear hug somebody to death in this movie? I think like somebody gets like a bear hug and they get crushed.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Um, I love one thing I love about this film. One thing you notice is the score, man. The music is so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's very subtle too, though. It's not like something that's very like
Yeah.
up tempo and B. It's
It's
very like it's just like eerie, very eerie sounding.
yes. There's one thing I never hear anybody talk about with this, man. You know, they talk about the darkness and all that, but I like
It's
stuff
kind
like
of
the
hard to
president.
notice it unless like you're really blasting it, which I'm not and you're not right now. But I mean, I can only hear a little bit of it because my volume's so low. But if I had this on like the normal volume, yeah, I could definitely hear the soundtrack and the score. But bottom line with this movie, man, like a lot of people don't talk about it because of the simple fact because it's so rare, and now it's out of print again. You can't even get it on Blu-ray again or DVD without paying stupid money for it.
Yeah,
This is just very extra low budget filmmaking here.
like this. That music. Music's done by a dude named John Mills Cuckle. To me, this has got a genuine scary feel to it, man. Just imagine being one of these kids. What are they supposed to do? Where are they supposed to go? And you hear, what I mean? She just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, they're shit out of luck.
They don't know quite what's there. This is their first hint that there's something there that they really don't want to run into. Was that screaming and hollering of whatever was in the basement?
You know what? Maybe Keith, can you explain because Mayann's asking, do they
Yeah,
explain why Humongous is who he is, like a creature? Like, why is he like?
he's
I can't really answer that one.
well. They look, if I remember correctly, they look a little further into this, into like her diary and into her like her journal, and it's talking about he was kind of born mongoloid, and he was born extra big, and he was born with learning disability problems.
Yeah,
Um,
so he had like birth defects or whatever.
yeah, so that's basically it, man. That's basically all they say. It's just one of those things that happens that nobody can explain, and
Yeah, I did.
that's why she separated herself from society, is because she wanted to keep him away from everybody, because she knew that they would judge him. So all he grew up knowing was her and this island. So to him, these motherfuckers are just he never seen any other humans besides her.
Yeah.
He thought the only other human he thought the only human that existed was his mom. Like his mom and these dogs are the only things that were ever around. See here, here's the journey or the journal. This is her book.
Ah, right. Yeah, her diary.
Yeah, and this is when she talks about it. Yeah, that's true, man. Isolation. Yeah, I mean, you know,
And you know, another thing is like this island is actually called Dog Island. Not a very creative name, but could
none
have
of them
called
really
Dog
are.
Island because it's infested with dogs.
That's basically how shit get things, man.
Yeah.
You know, they just take something basic. Ooh, here they go. Let's find out where this smell that they were smelling coming from. Oh shit! There hangs her and his brother.
That's a cool scene. All the victims hanging there. Everyone's like hung up on hooks and shit.
There she goes. Chill, chill. She's oh man. She just wants to get as far away from there as possible. Wait, goddamn it. She just seeing her brother hanging there. Be a teenager knowing what you know now, or do it all over again. You want to be a teenager? No, I I can answer that from my point of view, Pat Master. I wouldn't want to know what I know now. I would want to learn it all over again because if you already know, you're going to change little things that you do that's going to make you who you are. I'm 50 and I think I can pretty much speak to this with experience. Um, you don't want to know that shit. There's certain things you just don't want to know. Certain things you just want to learn. That's what makes you who you are.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I mean, I don't know if Russell agrees or Russell said both. That's acceptable too. Yeah. When she's washing her face off here, this is a great scene.
Uh oh.
There's Bert.
Rest in peace, Bert. Your head's bobbing around in the water.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Special effects and makeup is done by Marine Sweeney Donati.
Yeah, that head actually looked exactly like him.
Yeah. Donati.
So now the sun's down and it's dark again.
They do good with the blue light on it. They could just use a little more. I think the lighting shit happened. The shit that they would. I think it was all down to money. I don't think Lynch got because this was made like they started making this a year after he did Prom Night. You'd have thought that after the success of Prom Night, which it was successful for what it was because it had Jamie Lee Curtis in it, Leslie Nielsen. You'd have thought with that success they would have allowed him a little more time and a little more money to make this one, but no. Like this one got when this was on at the theater. I had a chance to see this at the theater. My cousin came and got my brother, but my mom wouldn't let me go. And I remember specifically when it was on the theater. It was only on the theater like a week or two, and it wasn't on very many theaters. So they did not get the advertisement or nothing for this film. They got zero money to do anything with this film.
Yeah, it's overall it does sound like this film was not promoted very well based on money.
No, it wasn't. Very limited theaters, just in just in bigger places, and not for very long.
I mean, the movie is what it is, though. You know, it's a little Canadian slasher film. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's got about 27 minutes. See, she knew she wouldn't let. Yeah, she's told what she read. She
You
got
know,
sick.
she's explaining to her boyfriend.
She got sick and was wanting him to die with her. She died too quick.
Right. Yeah, she died unexpectedly, basically.
And then left him all alone. Yep.
Keith, you ever see Jess Franco's Bloody Moon,
Oh man.
1981?
Uh, I'm not sure if I've ever seen that one. I've seen a lot of Franco, but I don't think I've seen that one. But I do like Jess Franco a lot.
This is a fun slasher.
Cool.
It's obviously Italian, but
Oh
I
yeah.
always like this one. I mean, you got sleaze in it,
Oh yeah.
you got a slasher in it. It
Oh yeah.
delivers everything you really need. And actually, speaking of Bloody Moon, there's actually a really cool it's like a buzzsaw scene where somebody gets decapitated, but it's like one of those giant granite stone cutting machines where like they have to like spray water on it the whole time as like the blade spinning, and like the blade is huge, dude. It's like probably like I don't know, at least like 3 feet in like diameter, like it's giant blade, and it just cuts through like this lady's neck like butter.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh. There he goes. He's just not happy, man. He's coming here to visit his food.
Yeah, he might have heartburn or something. I don't
He's eager to check out his latest food here.
know.
He just brought the doggy to hang there with it, I think. Like, here, cut me
He's
off, food.
eating. He's eating something right now.
Yeah, you cut me
Eating
off,
some
food. I
kind of
have to get my own.
raccoon or something.
So I mean, as far as he's concerned, when these fuckers showed up here, he ain't wanting to kill them just for killing them. As far as he's concerned, they're food.
Yeah. The Humongous gotta eat, man.
A lot. What makes you think Carl will be safe there? He says, I'm coming with you. It's fine. Carl will be safe here. What the hell? What the hell gives you an idea Carl's going to be safe anywhere on this island? Ain't nobody. I mean, what? So far, I have not seen anything that would give me a sign that anybody's safe. Russell's such a sick guy, man. he said that is so funny. People on hooks. Russell loves to watch pain and torture on film. It's pretty entertaining. Last night, Russell was having a heyday last night with Chainsaw Man. He's like, this movie is so funny. I was like, what the hell's funny about it, Russell? I'd never heard anybody describe Chainsaw as funny. He loves his horror. No, I take that back. I used to have a friend that they used to look at it the same way. He used to, he'd be like, "Oh, this is so funny." Like this guy was so bad that he considered fucking Deliverance, that part in Deliverance, a comedy. Squeal like a pig, and he'd be like, "Yeah." It's like, dude, how could you cheer at that?
It's a bit of an odd sense of humor, I guess.
Hey, Jamie, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, Jamie? I'll be
Thank
right back.
you. Don't forget to give us those thumbs up, guys. Much appreciated. All those likes and all that good shit. Getting down the nitty gritty here. Hopefully, you're able to see it all right.
All right, I'm back.
How are you tonight, Jamie? How's it going? She was taking a picture. I see on Instagram. She took a picture of this little frog type little thing and shit, man. And this mushroom that kind of looked like a marshmallow. I thought that was pretty cool. And then they go back in the house. It's like, whoa. Well, I'm a crazy guy. Yeah, you definitely are, man. You you definitely enjoy your horror, man. Much love to you, man. I can definitely appreciate
He's like, I'm a wild and crazy guy.
it. I'm a wild and crazy guy.
I'm a wild and crazy guy over here.
Well, what the hell is that movie, man? A wild and crazy guy. What is that movie?
I don't know that one.
Yeah, really. There's a I cannot. Oh, but there's a couple of wild and crazy guys. Yeah, that's what it is. We're a couple of wild and crazy. See, like it's Saturday Night Live. Yeah, it is. Old Saturday Night Live. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going back in that house. Give a shit what's in there.
Yeah, they keep going back in and out.
Saturday Night Live. Yep, yep. That's what I thought. Separating is so. Yep, it sure is. They always do it though, don't they? They always separate.
Yeah, you see, Treat Williams died late last night.
Yep, yeah, yeah. Everybody started talking about that last night on the stream, man. I seen it on the chat last night.
Yeah, it happened like an hour, like I think it was like an hour before you started that stream, or at least that's when the news was released.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's up to you, man. We can do Bug next week if you want to. Um,
You want to
well,
do it next week?
yeah, I mean, as long as I'm able to get it typed up here, I've never went through the internet on this TV, but definitely can. Oh, hopefully I can get it through there.
Well, I'd say let's just try it. If not, then we'll just find something else. Like, what about Do you have Castle Freak?
Mm-mm. Believe it or not,
No.
I don't.
Okay. Um, that's odd. I just named two that you don't have.
Yeah, that's yeah.
um,
That's one I've been meaning to get, but I just haven't got. I'm wondering if Bug would be anywhere else streaming. Um,
what about Zombie 3? You don't have that one either. I just named another one you don't have.
yeah, you happen to be. Oh, he just knocked the Humongous the fuck out. Blam! He's still beating him up.
Yeah, shit's going down now.
Keep beating him with it. Don't stop. You just knocked that big fucker down. Beat him until you can't beat him anymore. When the fucker breaks, stab him with
You know what we got to do in October, though? I think we should try to do the Hellraiser trilogy, the first three movies.
it. Yeah, October's definitely busy. Oh, there he is. Here's your bear hug part.
Yeah, he bear hugs the shit out of him, like crushes his back.
He's fucked up. See, this is where you see how big the fucker is. He's actually that
This is
big
like
too.
probably the best shot we're gonna get of Humongous. Damn, he like broke his back and shit.
And now he just walks around carrying the motherfucker. And now he's just gonna walk around. See, oh, watch it. He's just gonna walk around. You see, he's gonna carry him in here. Here, I'll put you in here.
What about Toby Hooper's Eaten Alive? You want to do
Got it?
that if we can't get Bug? I guess we'll do Eaten Alive.
Sure. Yeah, I got it. I'll
Yeah, I
check.
wouldn't.
I'll
I
check as
wouldn't
soon as
mind
it's over.
seeing that again.
That's a good one. Yep, there's the bear hug, man. Yep. Yeah, I cannot believe you named three movies in a row that I don't have. Out of all
I
these
know,
out of
I
all
know,
these
right?
movies, out of all these movies I have.
I don't know why too. Like when I named Zombie 3, I was like, ah, he's got that. You got Zombie 3, right? Like, nah. Oh shit.
There you go. He's like, all right, where are you at, my pigeon? Now this part here borrows. Do you remember this part here that borrows off Fraser T part two? I'll say borrows in a nice way.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I ain't gonna say it, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'll just nicely say it borrows off Fraser T part two. Mm, Dead heat. Yep. Yeah. I hadn't seen him in so long, man. But I forgot all about him until I heard that. I was like, wow, yeah, Treacle even can't get underneath the bed. As thin as she is, can't get underneath that bed. Damn, that motherfucker lays low. That or there's just like any older person's house, there's a bunch of shit like suitcases and shit shoved underneath the bed. That could be it. She just got an idea.
She just found another picture.
Well, well, you remember just earlier what the sister said to her. She told her that she kind of looked like the mom. She's like, "Hey, Sandy, this kind of looks like you." So that's part of what gave her the idea. Here he comes. God damn it, where are you at? In my mommy's house. Or in humongous talking, you'd be like, which means, what are you doing in my mommy's house? Well, see, this got a little different.
Yeah, this is that scene you're talking about.
Yeah, but see, he don't look at her straight in the face. So does that make him smarter or dumber than Jason? What are you doing here? Am I supposed to be in here? Like downstairs. Go on. She's gripping the fuck out of that chair too. Go on. Get the fuck out of here, you little bastard. Just hoping he take. He kind of peeking around the side. He's like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. You got to dance your game back. Holy shit. All right, man. Ain't reason to be shitty. I'll go. Okay. He's still kind of looking. He's like, well, I don't know, man, but I don't want to get in trouble. But he's like, all right, then. I want you to get all shitty. You got a decent shot of his face there.
Yeah, might have borrowed something there from Friday the 13th.
Hi, Jamie. I hope you're feeling better. Good night.
Yeah, take care, Jamie. Thank you for stopping by.
Ooh, found matches. That's always it's always a little hint. You can always what is that foreshadowing? Anytime you see something like that or something way earlier on that happens in the movie, you see something like that. Like for instance, in Alligator with a little boy, and you know he's got the busted little alligator in it.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you see the little alligator come down the sewer.
Right. Yeah.
Foreshadowing. There's always a reason why they show you little shit like that, guys.
I bet you that end scene though in Alligator, that's like, when people saw that, they're probably like, oh well, we can the sequel set up. Let's go ahead and make it now.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, there was a sequel, but he
Yeah, I'm not a
he
big
was there
fan of
waiting.
sequels, but I try to give sequels a shot, you know.
Yeah,
But
Humongous
usually
is
after like the like in a franchise, usually after the third movie, that's when I'm like, all right, I don't know.
usually Friday is one of the few that didn't actually produce decent movies after that.
Right. That's pretty much why I always consider Friday the 13th to be the best slasher franchise out there.
It definitely is. Oh,
It
through the
works
portal.
so well over any other franchise.
Here's this cupboard.
Yeah, this is that's such a cool shot with the camera angle all tilted like that.
Yeah, nice cinematography. Cinematography done by
Oh,
Brian.
that's probably the best shot of Humongous right there on the porch.
Yeah, well,
He
yeah,
has
I
a
mean,
beard.
yeah. Well, fuck, of course. I mean, you really can't picture him standing around shaking. It's like there. I mean, you can actually see his face. I mean, on the copy that I have, I've seen his face 2 or 3 times, and it shows it again at the very end, which we're coming to right now. About 8 minutes to go. There's the sister. Ah, you picked her by her fucking head. You're like, bitch, I tried to catch her. You're in the goddamn way. Fucking pissing me
Damn,
off.
he just picked her up by the head
And
and
squeezed it.
crushed her head. Oh,
Yeah,
oh my God.
thud.
Dude, she got fucked up.
He just squeezed it until, yeah.
Damn, dude, yo, he literally crushed her like a fucking grape.
Devil's a good show. Yeah, yeah. Man said, Jesus. Yeah, exactly. He's hiding in there. You know, where are you at? God damn it, I'm hungry. Friends only gonna last so long. I'm gonna eat you too, God damn it. Act like you're my mom. Who you think you are? See, he didn't fall for it like Jason did though. And Jason was even looking directly at
Damn,
Jenny's
Humongous got
face.
some fucked up shoes.
Yeah, it's time to get baby some new shoes.
Time to get some new shoes, Humongous. Look at your shoes, motherfucker.
Baby needs shoes.
You ain't even got laces in those motherfuckers.
He probably I think his feet's supposed to be like beyond that size.
He's probably wearing his mom's high heels.
Yeah, there's something. They could be tied anyway. I think he's walking around the back of.
Yeah, I forgot about that head crush though. That's probably like I don't know. That's probably my favorite kill in this movie.
Yeah. I'm sort of partial to the snap, crack, throw, crack. Grabs her, tosses her, and says, and just, I mean, you can see nothing, but what you don't see, you hear. Wham, crack, snap. It was
Snap
just like
crackle pop.
like in 2 seconds, he kills two people. Like he's effective. Ah,
Yeah, he needs some new shoes, motherfucker.
he he's like
Now we
inspired
can
by
see
Frankenstein too.
Humongous. Man,
Yeah,
his face is all fucked up.
I see a lot of Frankenstein influence here, man. Especially with his hatred
Maybe
for that prior.
maybe Humongous was like just a pirate that like survived the pirate age and he's still alive today. But he's constantly going "Arr, arr, arr."
Yeah. Well, that's all he can do.
I've sailed the seven seas.
He's definitely making more noises now that he's on fire. There's actually some screams in there now.
Poor guy.
Well, actually, getting burnt hurts, man. Imagine being, I mean, oh man,
Poor guy was dealt a bad hand.
for the killer and bad guys. Yeah, yeah. My brother always roots for the my older brother. He always roots for the bad guy. He refers to them as the hero of the movie.
Oh, here's the final act here. Yeah, Russell's saying always root for the killer and the bad guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I say. My brother always call him the hero. He's like, God damn it! No, I'll eat you. Yeah.
I might be crispy, but I'm not dead yet.
Ooh, nice weapon.
She's gonna kill him with the sign.
Yeah, she pulled that fucker about the ground.
And he's all burned up.
And his dumb ass fell right into it.
He
Oh,
is fucking well done. Finally, I can die. You get to see like his eyeball there.
with a burnt up face. And
Man,
it's like,
his face is all fucked up.
you don't know if she's crying because she feels bad or because she's just happy that he's dead or just a combination of all of it.
I think she's getting hit with like 5 different emotions right now.
And she kind of feels sorry for him because, especially after reading that diary and everything, she realizes that, all he had was his mother and then she died and that he didn't know what the fuck to do. So he was probably terrified because
She's probably like also in shock that she's the only one that survived.
yeah. So yeah, it's a combination of things.
But I've always enjoyed this movie for what it is. It's really nothing too special. It's nothing to get all crazy about. It's a simple formula slasher film with a pretty cool villain, in my opinion. It's got bad lighting, some bad, filmmaking quality, some inexperience that you can kind of point out. But besides all that, I feel like this is a pretty enjoyable slasher.
Oh, I always enjoy it a lot, man. It's just one of those very nostalgic films for me that takes me back to childhood.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I think I first saw this about maybe a little over 10 years ago on YouTube, but
I see it in 1983. It came out in 82. I seen it in 83. I was 10 years old. So, yep. So, yeah. Uh,
so yeah, that was humongous. So we
um,
got through that, but maybe we'll do Bug next week. If not, then what did I say? Oh, Toby Hooper's eaten alive. So I guess we'll do one of those two next week. But
what else you got going on, man?
on my channel, like really nothing right now. I'm just trying to like get caught up on doing more videos. I haven't been putting out that many videos really, but other than
Nope,
that, I mean,
no.
tomorrow night I got Near Dark. We're doing Near Dark on my channel at 10 o'clock. We're going to do a watch party for that.
Yep.
We're going to do a watch party for the Twilight Zone on June 24th, and then a watch party for the Return of the Living Dead on July 4th. So,
Yeah. I knew about the fourth. Yeah, I'm still working on editing two different videos and trying to get this thing together. I've been putting a lot of work into this trivia, which will be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and then it should take anywhere from a half hour to an hour, and then I'll be joining up in the chat for the Near Dark. Um, but yeah, everybody, it's gonna be episode one. It's gonna be the pilot of this trivia, and I've been busting ass on it, getting everything together, working hard, trying to keep everything a secret. Who the competitors are going to be. Make sure the competitors don't know who each other are. So everything is top secret at this point. But it's going to be, like I said, 7 questions, 4 multiple choice, 2 regular questions, and the final, the 7th question. Hopefully they're deciding. Hopefully the competitors are tied. 7th is going to be a non-horror question. So yes, definitely tomorrow night I'll be putting out some more advertisements and everything, so you definitely know where to find it. But it's going to be something that I'm going to do every week. So
yeah, I'll be ready by 7:30 tomorrow night.
all right. But yeah, other than that, that's what I got going on as far as next Monday my watch is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, and then it'll either be Bug or Toby Hooper's Eat Alive on Tuesday for us for the horror of it episode 12. So other than that, guys, you got anything else, man?
Nah, nothing else to touch upon really.
Cool. All righty. Thanks
Just
everybody for
tomorrow
joining.
night. Tomorrow night's 10 o'clock. And we're gonna be watching Near Dark, and it's available on lookmovie.com. So if you guys ain't doing nothing tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll remind everybody through the community post about the stream. So yeah, 10
Cool.
o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night on my channel. We're gonna watch Near Dark, and it's available on Look Movie.
Cool. Cool. So 8 p.m. on mine for trivia, 10 p.m. on his for Near Dark. Thanks everybody for coming by once again. Much appreciated. Thanks for coming by for episode 11 of For the Horror of It, Humongous from 1982. If you didn't get to hear it very good or see it very good, try to see if you can find a better lighting and everything. Turn it up so you can hear it a little bit better. Other than that, that's Sean Blue Digital. And I am GoreAphobe, and you are not. Have a great night.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Take care.